Hello, hello, hi, gigpreneur. What is going on? Welcome. Happy Tuesday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. My name is Sean Azimi, and I help folks with a job to start a side gig online and use social media to grow it. If that is you, drop the word me in the comments and I will get back with you after this live. Let's go. What is happening? As you're joining me live, let me know you are here. Would love to know you being here. Glow. What's happening? Good to see you here. If any of you are near the fire or have been near the fire, or you have people who have been hurt by the fire, I'm praying for you. I know it's pretty bad this time. I've been through a few fires here in California, but this one is growing so fast and just so fierce. It's just crazy. It's really bad. I mean, there's some serious homes that have been destroyed, and last I know, 5 people have lost their lives. So my thoughts and prayers go out to the families, to the friends, and yeah, it's crazy out here with the wind and the fire. So again, my prayers out to the families and the friends. PK, what is going on? I see you on Facebook. Glow, thank you for the likes. What's happening? So if you're joining me live, let me know you are here. Let me know where you're coming in from. It'd be nice to know. I'm from Southern California. I'm about maybe an hour away from the fires, maybe less, maybe 50 minutes, something like that. But keep us in your prayers. So I have a really good one for you tonight. And so I want to talk to you about why is it that you would not start a side gig? Why is it that you're not doing it? Why is it that you're not taking advantage of the gig economy? Why is it that you're not taking advantage of the online income space? What is going on? Uh, Poet lawyer. Was that the name? That was really cool. Are you a lawyer and a poet? That's cool. Hmm. Um, yeah. So anyway, I digress. Let's go. Thank you for the follow, Sasha Monroe. Oh, that's cool. I like that name, Sasha. Thank you for the follow. I'll be sure to follow you back. So let's get into tonight. All right. So the reason why, well, let's go for the reason why you actually do start a business or do something, right? Yay. So the reason why you would start something or the reason why you would completely reject something are actually the same reason. However, it's very different than the reason why you wouldn't start a side gig. Okay. You start a business, you take on a new adventure, you take on a new responsibility. And the only reason why you do it is because you know it will pay off. You know it will work. The reason why you don't do something you completely rejected is because you know it won't pay off. You know it won't work. Not for you anyway, right? You take on a job. Why do you take on a job? You take it because you know in 2 weeks, in 3 weeks, you're going to have a paycheck. That's just how it is. If you have your job and you've done your job, you've showed up to your work, then you'll have a paycheck in 2 or 3 weeks. And that's real talk, right? So you know that that is going to happen. You're certain about it, right? At the same time, if somebody says, you know what, I'll give you this, I don't know, I'll give you this much, and I want you to come up with a plan to go to space. You'd be like, I don't know how to do that. I'm not going to do that, right? So either way, it's because you know it's going to work 100%. You know it's not going to work 100%, right? Now, the reason why you don't start a side gig, okay, nothing else funny. Um, the reason why you can't live in luxury for free is I would go back to your username, because it sounds like you take it for laughter. All right. Thanks, Monique. So that's the reason why you would completely reject something, right? Like like I'm not gonna be able to do that. I know I can't do that. No way. Or I know I can do that for sure. Let's go. Let's do it. Right. But the side gig situation, the reason why you don't take advantage of the online space, or you don't get into a network marketing or a direct sales, um, right? So the reason why, all right, enough with the jokes, buddy. So the reason why you don't get into that whole gig economy space, you don't get into network marketing, you don't get into the direct sales or online space, is not because you know 100% it won't work. That's not the reason. And you know 100%, and you don't know 100% if it is going to work. Those two combined together give you the reason why you don't start anything on the side. Is because you don't know 100% it's going to work, and you don't know 100% it's not going to work. You're in the limbo in between. You're not sure. It may be a gamble for some, right? That's a really good question. So the reason why you don't do that is because, you know what, I'm not sure it's going to work. I'm not sure it's not going to work. And so we normally reject what we don't know or we can't prove, right? Our subconscious mind is set in a way to protect you on all sides, right? So if you give it a thought that say, well, I'm not sure if this works, I'm not sure if this doesn't work, then your subconscious mind is going to protect that thought. It's going to do everything it can to protect that thought. That it doesn't understand if it's good or bad, if it's positive or negative, if it's love or hate. It doesn't understand any of that. It just says, oh, he has this thought. My job is to protect it. So it will find information to feed you things that will protect that thought. That's why when you think about something, it happens. So the reason why you don't take on this space is because of uncertainty, right? You're not sure. Now, here's the other side of it. The funny thing is, yeah, you're not sure if it's going to work. Yeah, you're not sure if it's not going to work. But there's no way to find out unless, right? There's that chance. That's why they say when you're an entrepreneur, I call you a gigpreneur because, it's the whole gig economy. So I call you a gigpreneur. The reason why you are a gigpreneur is because you step out of that and you start that side gig in addition to what you're doing during the day. You have a job, but you're doing something else on the side. Now, do you know if it's going to work? No. Do you know if it's not going to work? No. Has it worked for other people? Yes. Has it not worked for some other people? Yes. Have some people got promoted at a job? Yes. The job that you have. Have some people got promoted at your company? Yes. Oh, that's cool. Have some people got fired from your company? Yes. My man, Chase. So the point is, you got promoted. Let's go, Mikey. Let's go, baby. Let's do this. Sumir, how are you? Let's go. So people get promoted, people get fired in the same company, right? Right. So every platform is the same. Dude, that's awesome. You've been at the company in 3 months and got promoted. That's pretty sweet. I want to know more about that. Sometimes getting fired can be the best promotion of your life. Absolutely. I have talked about this before. I've had 38 jobs in 10 different industries. I've been fired twice, laid off twice. I've been fired twice. Yeah. The last time I got laid off was the last time I worked. It was my 38th job, and that was 2.5 years ago. Yeah, 2.5 years ago, and it got me. When you got fired, be honest, did you cry? My first job, yeah, I definitely cried, man. I was so pissed. I was young, and oh man, I was so mad. I was not happy. I've quit too. I've quit. I don't. I'm not shy about saying, "Hey, I don't want this." I'm not shy about speaking out. So I've been in the corporate world for 24 years. I've been in the mortgage industry for 19 years, and so 38 jobs in 10 different industries. I've done a few things for sure. Yeah, I know, right, Brian? 38. Yeah, I know. Now imagine that's 38 jobs that I've actually received and got to work and gone to work, right? Imagine all the interviews and all the other stuff that I've gone to and I didn't get the job, or I didn't even take the job when they offered it to me. There's been plenty of those, right? So I got a I call it life mileage. I got a few miles on me, right? But you take on a job because you know you can do it, you know you can get trained, you know you're going to get paid. Now sometimes you take it because you have to, you don't like it, but you know you're going to have a pay, but you know you're going to do it, right? It's not the like, it's just that you know it's going to pay off. Or you refuse a job. If somebody comes up to me and says, "Hey, listen, we need you to go to space tomorrow," and without training, I'll be like, "Okay, but I mean, I don't know the first thing to do, right?" I'm 36 going on. CNA. Oh, okay, okay. I've had so I have a lot of respect for nurses, a lot of respect. And that is because I've also had 7 surgeries. I'm a cancer survivor. I have over 220 stitches in my body. Now, just information, really random stuff. But the reason why I'm super grateful for nurses is that if it weren't for you guys, I'd be dead twice. Like literally, I'd be dead twice. So much love, and it's I'm sure it's chaotic. I actually was pre-med at one point a while back, and I have done cadaver work for 3 years plus. So I know a couple things about the medical world, but yeah, man, that's pretty sweet. Like I don't know if you work emergency room or where you work or but yeah, man. No, I mean that. Like I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Like if I don't know how you guys do what you do, like the nurse. like I wouldn't be able to do it, man. No, like I would not be able to do it. It's just so much you guys do. So I definitely, I definitely respect and appreciate that. For especially like these days when you get like some crazy cases in the hospital. I mean, I don't even want to know the stories. Well, actually, I do. I kind of do want to know the stories. But here's what I want to leave you with. And I work with a lot of nurses on our team, like a lot. We have nurses that have been a nurse for like 15 years, 20 years. We have some that, still practice as a nurse and do something on the side with us. So we work with a lot of nurses. One of the reasons is because of the long hours. I know you guys work like 4 days and then like 3 days off or something like that, but those long hours are brutal. Like they take a toll on you mentally, physically, spiritually. So Johnny, my man, Johnny Demos from Australia. We literally got people from US, Australia, and India on this live. That's gangster. That's sweet. That's super awesomeness. Unless you're from who's married. I don't know what you're talking about. Johnny is married. Yeah. What? T? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know if you send me a direct message or I don't know what that is. So yeah. So I'm asking you to step out in faith, and you don't have to always go with absolute certainty. I mean, you've gone through absolute certainty before, right? And how's that worked out for you? 100 out of 100, 10 out of 10? Everything that was a certain thing came out exactly the same? I thought that. Thank you for the loves, right? I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you sharing the life. Thank you. I don't know if it's a guy or a girl, but I feel like it's a guy for some reason. So I appreciate you sharing it. But you don't have to know all the answers. Most people who've done everything that's been substantial in their lives they've done it not knowing all the answers. Yeah. So you got to take chances. I mean, if you don't take chances, here's what's going to happen. You can live a pretty decent, okay life, I guess, without taking chances. It just be very, very, um, it won't have any flavor. So you have the most amazing meal, right? You'll have a beautiful 5 course meal, and it's got no seasoning. I mean, you have this feast of a meal. Take a bite, nothing is seasoned, no taste. Yeah, you're having a great meal, but wouldn't it make more sense if it had more taste and flavor and aroma, right? That's kind of life if you don't take chances, right? You can just go to work, come back, watch a couple hours of TV, go to bed, do the same thing next day. Not a lot of flavor to it. That's very true. That's actually I say that after um, COVID, nothing tastes the same anymore on the outside. So it's absolutely thank you, Johnny. I appreciate you on that. So it's like it has no flavor, right? I mean, yeah. How many meals in real life? How many meals will you? Let's say, for example, if you're married, okay, how many meals would you have with absolutely no flavor before you tell your spouse, "Hey, could we put a little like flavor into this?" I think after a couple of meals, you'll be like, babe, are we like not putting anything on this? But then we go day after day, week after week, month after month, years after years, having the same routine, having the same thing without any flavor, and wonder why. I do cook my own stuff, that's for sure. Well, it helps because I'm single, so if I don't do that, I'll starve. So definitely got to cook my own stuff, right? So I'm asking you to not stick around and just know all the answers and then make a move, because even then, you're going to be surprised by some of the answers you thought you knew. You're like, oh, I thought it was this way, but it's not, right? Yeah, so I should just do it, is what you're saying. Yeah, you should just do it. It depends what it is, but I ask you to be wise about it. Do some research, look into it, but not like 3 years down the road you're still looking into it. You know what I mean? Successful people make the decisions quickly, and then they vary things throughout. They don't sit there for years and months and weeks, sit there and, oh, I'm going to think about it. No, they make a decision like that, right? So if you want to follow them, that's probably a good formula. Now, playing it safe, if you play it safe, you're, again, never going to be a player, right? In any sports game, those that play it safe usually sit on the bench. They're not really doing their big things, right? They're safe. They play not to win. They play not to lose, right? Some people play to win. Some people just play it safe, not to lose. So if you're playing safe, most of the time, you're playing small. What that means is that, say, if you play small, like I blocked somebody right on this live tonight because I felt like he was really rude, right? I get people hating on me. I get people, all kinds of stuff, right? Now, it's only because I put myself out there. I don't play safe. I don't play safe. I say what's on my mind. I evaluate it. I think about it. I'm clever about it. I'm wise about it. I call it my MVPs, my morals, my values, my principles. I don't bend those things. And I call it life mileage. My life mileage gives me the reason to be me. I don't need to hide, be somebody else, pretend I got this name on TikTok and I'm in real life I'm somebody else, and then on Instagram I have another name, and on Facebook I have another name, and then when you see me at supermarket you're like, who are you? And I'm like, well, where did you see me? Oh, TikTok. Oh, that's my name. I don't game those. I don't play those freaking games. You see my name? It's Sean. My last name is Amy. My phone number is on my profile, my cell phone, not my Google Voice number. I don't play freaking games. I don't. People send me a text and say, hey, so what's your name? It's like, what? Are you seriously like that? You don't look at, like, when I have my name as Sean, you would think that I just came up with Sean, like, Kumbaya, my lord, Sean. But my name is like something else. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Hey, my phone number is out there. If people want to start a side gig, if they have questions, you hit me up. I mean, if you're really annoying, I'll block you. You know what I mean? It's that simple. I'll tell you a couple times. I actually tell you just one time. I don't like repeating myself. I get scam calls, yeah, for sure. I get scam calls all the time. Doesn't bother me. Just block them. No big deal. I don't want to miss the opportunity for that one person that is actually real and wants to reach out and wants to talk. I don't want to miss that guy. I don't want to miss that girl. The funny thing is, the more I tell people my phone number is on there, the more people doubt it. People ask me, is that your real number? What? What does that even mean? I get people text a lot. Yeah, I get people text a lot. Girls and guys, man. I get all kinds of weirdos text me, and then they play games. They don't say where they found my number. It's like, whatever. When you're starting to play games, it's one thing I say. It's, this is a ping pong match I don't want to play. Like, this is a back and forth I don't want to get into. Right? The moment I sense it's fake, it's done. I don't waste any time. Blocked. Boom. End of the story. Right? On my profile, if somebody's rude, sends me a crypto deal, I'm not into crypto or forex or anything like that. So if they send me anything like that, I ask them once to stop, please, because I'm not into that. If they send me again, it's a block. That's simple. I don't like repeating myself. In my personal life, I'm the same way. Just ask my ex. I just don't like repeating myself. I make it very clear the first time. The rest is up to you. I'm not your dad to sit there and just keep telling you. I'm not. I don't have time for that stuff. Right? I'd rather be helping somebody out. I'd rather be talking about my products and services to somebody. I'd rather be telling somebody why network marketing is what it is, and this and that. Yes, side gig income, extra income on the side. Yeah. I mean, for me, it's my main source of income. My last job, when they laid me off, well, I'll give you guys, this is a longer session than I thought, and I didn't think we're going to go this route, but we will. Jesse, I see you on Instagram. What? So we are live on all channels, by the way: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, X, Threads, YouTube, just everywhere. I go with Side Gig Sean. That is me. It's my real name, right? Yeah, I got laid off 2.5 years ago, and I was working in the mortgage industry. I was actually with the company for a day short of 2 years. That's how they laid me off. I have zero complaints. I was one of the top producers on the team. I've never been late, never called in sick, never. I was a good old corporate boy, right? And then they laid me off. I was so pissed. I actually tried to sue them. And the three attorneys, or I don't know, 3 or 4 attorneys that I talked to, they said, you have no case. These guys are so big and this and that, and it's going to take 5 to 6 years, and then you may get like $3,000 to $5,000. Real talk. That's what they told me. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, I'm in California. Fire at will state. Yeah, true. So I had no case. So it gets much better. So they laid me off. My fiance left, and I found out that my pancreas shut down, and it doesn't produce enzymes the way it used to. Therefore, this is how I lost like 49 pounds in a year. I shrunk. I used to be a bodybuilder. I used to be a big boy, training 6 days a week, martial arts, all kinds of stuff. Haven't been able to exactly pursue that yet. Very, very slowly. Why did she leave? Yeah. Maybe you could talk to her, ask, and kind of let me know. In this relationship, I have more questions than I have more answers. right? So all that happened within 92 days. It wasn't like this happened this year and then 2 years down the road. No, 92 days. Boom, boom, boom. This is 2.5 years ago. Not even, right? It was pretty brutal. Aunt Kitty, you can ask anything you want. Oh, that's cool, man. T, are you a guy or a girl? I keep saying man. I don't want to say like man if you're not a man. You know, but so what happened was, I'll give you this. I had pretty bad depression. I was pretty pissed at God. I didn't know. Got it. I didn't know. I didn't know why. Like, what the? What just happened? Everything just kind of went berserk. And the problem with my pancreas is that now I don't hold any food in. So I don't want to gross anybody out, but whenever I eat, like I use the restroom anywhere between 4 to 7 times a day. That's number two. And I've had maybe 2 meals, and I go to the bathroom like 5, 7 times. I'm 52. Did you ask me how old I was? I'm 52. What about number three? When she left, what did she say? Hope you guys. Oh, we're not getting back together. No, never. I like I said before. I only said it once. As much as love and all that, no way. There's just no way. I don't I don't do that again. So my pancreas is shut down. So I don't. Whenever I eat, I can't hold it in. So within a half an hour, I'm in the restroom. Like today, for example, I've had 2 meals. I've gone to the bathroom 4 times. I was in the bathroom right before this live. Last night was one of my worst nights. I went to the restroom right after my live at 12:37. I was in the bathroom for 2 hours. I'm not kidding. It's bad. And someone they're down is bad. No, I'm not talking down on them. I wish them well. I wish them well. I just know that I won't participate in that game again. I'm just not interested. I won't be interested in an X. So my pancreas is what happens is they said that if you have a functioning pancreas at 7%, you can do pretty okay, right? You can live pretty okay. But mine runs at about 3 to 4%. So the unique thing about pancreas is that it doesn't, you can't repair it. Like I can't fix it. It doesn't get fixed. And the funny thing is that this is a drinker's problem, and I don't even drink. Go figure. Go figure. Right. So, so this whole thing, you know, and it's changed my whole life. I don't want to bore you with some of the details, but it's changed my whole life to where I used to be in the office, working in the office like 8, 10, 12. I mean, lately it was like 10 hours, but I'm very used to working like 12, 14 hours in an office, right? Um, oh, do you have a pancreas problem, Mike? You connect with me, bro, because I'm going to tell you a little story. So, I mean, I used to work, 14, 12, 14 hours. I had a team of people that I supervised and stuff like that. But now, because of what's happening with my pancreas, I can't get a job. Nobody's going to tell me, come to the office. Oh, yeah, you can work 8 hours and take 3 hours break. Go to the restroom. Poop your brains out. I'm just a big drinker and I can't swallow food now. Oh, man. I can help you out a little bit. A little bit. I can help you out. Drank a lot. I went through liver failure, made complete recovery using tips. What? T. Let's go. I have a really good product for liver health. So, yeah. That's fun. Well, don't get like drinking like to where you're like you go nuts again. Oh, what is it I needed? Connect with me. I'll send you up for sure. My friend has a stent for stones. How long is it supposed to be in? Um, what do you mean? She has a little blood now. Oh, does she have blood problems? Is she low on blood? Like, does she have a blood clot? Does she have, yeah, pancreas is a big. Okay, so throughout this whole thing, I found I had no idea. I didn't even know. I learned so much about like gut health. Because okay, so this problem has been like about 4 years now. I know 2.5 years ago is when they found out, but about a year and a half, almost 2 years, I had three hospitals working on me, and they could not understand what was the problem. 2 years. I even swallowed a camera pill. Like there's a camera pill that you swallow and it takes pictures as it like goes down. I haven't did that, right? So I've like did everything for almost 2 years. They couldn't find out, and then she leaves. Job lays me off, and then 1 week later, I get this call from my doctor. Oh, by the way, yeah, hey, your pancreas is thanks, doc. So drink juice as a beer. I can't drink anything anymore. Not even like a. I mean, I'll have like a sip of wine. Last time I drank a sip of wine was, I think it was a year ago. Yeah, yeah. Kidney cancer. I had kidney cancer, and no martini. Yeah, man. No martini, no Bloody Marys, no whiskey and steak. I'll do the steak, just no whiskey anymore. So yeah, sucks sometimes, but it's all good. So I had kidney cancer at age 2. I actually turned 2 in the hospital, and it's a very rare cancer. It's called Wilms tumor. It's usually actually undetected. It happens between the age of 2 and 4, and I happened to get it right at 2. And so as a result, they removed one kidney. So all these years, I'm 52 now. I was 2 in the hospital. So for 50 years, I've lived with one kidney, been pretty careful, obviously, what I do and stuff. And I went through chemotherapy at a young age of 2 for 6 months, as I hear. So, oh my goodness, Mikey, what is going on? What is happening, Mikey? We gotta talk, bro. That is something else. Wow, you got a few stories to tell, huh? That's my throat always stretched. What does that mean? Samina, how are you? What does that mean your throat stretched? Man, I thought I knew most of this. Man, I'm praying for you. Hopefully you're doing all right. So this whole thing, um, I mean, I was depressed. I was hating life. I was running out of, well, not I was. I ran out of money because I wasn't working and couldn't work. Still can't get a job. At one point, I applied to 144 jobs, and one person called me back, and I told him my situation, and he said, "I'm sorry," and he hung up. Too late for that. I already got the depression. So started really praying and reading the Bible and getting into the Word. And what I found out through this process is that I want you to really hear this. You don't get restricted, you get redirected. See, I thought I was getting restricted from everything. I was getting restricted from job, making an income. I was getting restricted from love and romance and health, right? But the thing is, I'm being redirected. And I got redirected to the whole online space. How? The products, the company I worked with, and so they've given me like a gazillion different prescriptions. I don't know if you can imagine, right? How you restricted. No, I can't get an office job because I use the restroom so many times. Nobody's going to give me that many breaks throughout the day. You know what I mean? So I just, I can't sit at a desk for 8 hours and 1 hour lunch. It's just not going to happen. By 11 o'clock in the morning, I've already used the restroom like 3 times. And I haven't had anything to eat, usually. Nothing. Not even like nothing. So, which brings me to this. So I started, all these prescriptions that they gave me. I was just like, over it. So I called my doctor. It was about a year ago. Called my doctor and I said, "Hey, listen, man, I'm gonna stop taking all these prescriptions." And he goes, "What?" I go, I'm gonna stop taking like everything. I'm not gonna take anything." And he goes, "What do you mean?" I go, "How do you do it?" What do you mean? I was intimate with my classes. You'd be surprised, man. I got these from Amazon. I get so many compliments. I got these like $25 or something from Amazon. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. So I told my doctor I'm not going to take anything. My company, the one I'm working with, they have an amazing like gut health line, right? Like all kinds of stuff, prebiotic, postbiotic, like patented, clinically studied stuff, not just garbage stuff that they say, oh, it could work. No, we got like proven stuff that this stuff works, right? So one time I took a little bag of all these products. I took it to my doctor and I said, "Hey, listen, I'm going to be taking this stuff." He looks at them, he reads them, and he goes, "Well, I don't see anything bad. If it helps you, go ahead." So it's been a year. I've been taking that, and I freaking love that stuff. I love it. It's helped tremendously. I take my digestive enzymes. I look at my products right in front of me, the stuff I take. I take my digestive enzymes, I probiotic, prebiotics. I take my what we could call phyto reds, phyto greens. It's like all your green vegetables, all your reds. So I take our own gut health products, among other stuff, right? Well, the good Lord, like I said, doesn't restrict you. It actually redirects you. And now, yeah, it's working. Oh yeah, it's working. Well, I mean, I don't know what you would consider expensive. One night in the hospital is a lot more expensive. Imagine if you had to do that every day, every week. You know, I've had 20. I have 220 stitches in my body. I've had 7 surgeries, like surgeries. Right. I've had 5 inches of my intestine removed. I've had the kidney removed, and I can tell you that's a lot more expensive. That's a lot more expensive, man. And then it's a lot more freaking expensive. So yeah, yeah, I've had a few dings, right? But here's the thing: I also believe that you know you get what you pay for, right? I mean, there's other product. I mean, my I don't think our stuff is expensive, but some people do, and then some people think the 99-cent store is expensive. So I don't know, but I like stuff that works. I don't like to just pay for something and then pretend that I'm taking it, but it's not really working. So the moment I notice something is not working, I stop. Like I'm literally not going to take it again. That's why I didn't take all the pills and prescriptions. I literally tossed them down the toilet. My doctor loves to write me a prescription because he knows most likely I won't take it. I'm just not a pill popper. I'm not that guy. I have one kidney, so everything you take, it filters twice, especially a pill, right? So I'm very careful the stuff I put in, right? Obviously, I like to stick around for a bit. My mortgage $950 a month. No, how much is yours and others? That's funny. I was in the mortgage industry for 19 years. I could calculate that in my head like in 30 seconds. Um, yeah, I'm not like a pill popper. So, um, yeah. So what happened? Now, as far as work is concerned, so what I do, I help other people who have a job, like I had a job, but it just, and this economy is like that. I mean, you go to work today, you don't know if you have a job by the end of the day. It's just real talk. You can avoid the subject. You can tell me I'm wrong, all that, but I know what I'm talking about. You can go to work today. You can be at your company for 15 years. You can go to work today. At the end of the day, they can lay you off. They can say, see ya. It's just what it is. Did you ever think that doctors wouldn't want to go to work? Well, COVID happened and doctors wouldn't want to go to work. Education doesn't pay anything anymore, man. Education does not pay. It's not like it used to be. It definitely isn't. When an 8-year old makes $15 million last year on TikTok, think about that. 8-year old made $15 million last year on TikTok. He's got no PhD. A 17-year old made $21 million last year on TikTok. They did a survey. They found out that 63% of kids today, they don't want an education. They want to be an influencer. 63%. If you know 10 kids, 6 of them don't want to go to school. You don't have to show your private life. I don't show my private life. I'm actually very loud, but I'm very private. I don't show my private life. Like, you don't know what's going on in this room, right? And I've done lives since January 1st, 2019. This new year was my number 2,212. So, and most people don't know about my private life. I don't post on stories about what I ate. I don't post where I went. I don't post my concerts. I don't post my parties. I don't post any of that stuff. I don't. I choose not to. I don't want to. Once in a while, you'll see me post of something I made, I cooked. You know, maybe I went for a walk or somewhere, a trail or something. I show you that, but that's it. You're not gonna get any more out of me. You know, that's why I've just like this. Oh, thank you, man. I really appreciate you, Mike. I have 4 golden rules in business. Okay, and this has been my golden rule forever. I don't beg. I don't bug. I don't sell. I don't convince. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. I won't be here begging you, bugging you. Oh, why didn't you watch that? Or why didn't you? Listen, I got stuff to do. I'm moving on. You do you. I'm not that guy. I have 4 golden rules in dating. I don't beg. I don't bug. I don't chase. I don't stalk. It's just not my thing. I just don't do it. If I have to chase somebody, if I have to beg somebody, it's not real. It's not real. You always have to beg. You always have to chase. Unless I'm real. Somebody reaches out to me and says, hey, listen, I'm open to taking a look at a side gig. I want to see what's going on. I share with them. They look. They come back. They say, it's not for me. Okay. What do you want to do? Beg you? Bug you? It's not for you. It's not for you. Next. Right? The rice cakes. That's funny. Right? I mean, if somebody's interested, they're interested. I show them their information. They look at it. They ask me questions. If I can answer it, I'll answer it. If I don't know the answer, I'll find out. I'll come back to you. I'll go, here you go. We have a conversation. I'm a business guy. 19 years in the mortgages, right? 24 years in corporate. I've trained corporate salespeople. I'm not here to like I don't know, some people have time and stamina and energy for that stuff. I just don't. Honestly, I'm punching out. I'm like clocking out. I'm out, you know. But the thing is, I got redirected to this space. Now, I'll be truthful with you. This space is very different than what I'm used to. It's very different, right? It's not, what I used to do, I always say I used to train wolves. I used to train salespeople who were good, I was training them to be good at one call closing in mortgages, right? Like when somebody calls in, they close them on that first phone call. And that's really rare if you know that stuff, right? So, oh, thank you, Mikey, right? So, thanks, Aunt Kitty. You're one of my favorites. One of my biggest fans, right? I'm just straight. I'm very transparent. You actually got to know me on the personal level, so I'm just straight up. But yeah, so I mean, I used to train wolves, right? But it's different here. You gotta be genuine and transparent, and I love this space. The thing is, I'm never going back to get a job. I have offers. First of all, I can't work in an office. Second, it's just not my thing anymore. I'm not here to slam somebody and get some money. I'm out. I'm done. I'm way done. I want to help some people make a couple $100, like myself, make $500 here. Hey, I paid my electricity bill with this. Hey, I made an extra 1,000 for this. Hey, I got this message. This person has lost 91 pounds and is just feeling amazing. Hey, I got this message from this lady that told me this morning when her son woke up, he looked at her and said, Mom, what are you doing to your skin? Those feel good. They don't pay as much as a loan. Be truthful. I could close a loan and make 7, 8 G's. Doesn't pay the same, but over time. But look, the 7, 8 G's laid me off. Nothing to talk about anymore. There was a time I made $100,000 in 3 months in mortgages. No kidding. I have actually paychecks. I posted them one time and I took them down. I made 100,000 in 3 months. Gone. No stability. No long term. No residual. Nothing. I was done. I never got it. I never understood the 3 types of income. I never got it. I just thought you work an hour, you get paid an hour. It's a little bit more than that. Marlene, hey. Right? So I never got that stuff. 3 types of income: linear income, residual income, leverage income. If you want, I'll do a live on that tomorrow. How about that? You tune in tomorrow. I'll let you know tomorrow. I'll do a live on the 3 types tomorrow. See, you are a nurse. I was in the mortgages. Somebody else, I don't know, cuts hair, whatever it is. You go to work for an hour, you get paid an hour. I mean, it's that simple. If you don't go to work, you don't get paid. I mean, that's that simple. If I don't sell a loan, I don't get paid. If I don't cut a hair, I don't get paid. If I don't sell a house, I don't get paid, right? That's linear income. That's you doing one thing, you 1 hour, whatever, and there's a pay, right? So that's what we're used to, and that's why we don't like the other two. We just think they're not real. How many people do you know that are wealthy that are working an hour getting paid an hour? How many people that you know are wealthy or you've heard of that are wealthy and are working at linear income? Nobody. I never understood that. I never got that. That's why we're here. 38 jobs, 52 years old, lay you off at 50, 49 and a half. Kind of heavy. Been top producer, top this, top that. But what else? What do you got at the end? Nothing. Because I never understood the other two. I would have jumped on it. I never got it. Now that I get it, I never work for linear income again. Although I do have family. Although they don't, they think I'm crazy. But I'm a single guy and I got no kids. Not that I know of. I got no kids. I'm single. But yeah. So I never understood that concept. Now that I do, I won't do it any other way. I understand and recognize that it's going to take time. I get it because it's not a linear income. It's not like I'm selling this and boom. I get that. But network marketing is actually the only profession that combines all three incomes in the same profession. Like you can have all three incomes in network marketing. So absolutely, that is the only profession that actually does that. So you can actually combine all three. I'll explain that tomorrow. I'll do a live on that tomorrow. But yeah, so man, this was a great. I talked for an hour, you guys. You guys kept me on for. You get out of that. I need a side hustle. Let's go, Mikey. Let's go. We got to work together already. Like we're already bros. You know what I mean? So head me up. You got myself. That's funny. You got myself. Head me up. I don't know what state are you in. What state are you in, bro? I'm in California. It's midnight here and super windy. Like, I'm about 45 minutes away from the fires, Minnesota. Okay. So you're 2 hours ahead of me. You're central, right? What the heck are you doing up? It's 2 a.m, bro. Don't tell me you're in the hospital working. Are you? No way. Are you, bro? Everybody's like, what? Hey, Lori, what is going on? How are you? If you're still here, drop a 1 in the comments, no matter what platform you're on. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you are, drop a 1 in the comments. It'd be interesting to know. It doesn't always give me the real count on different platforms, how many people are still on. So, but yeah, connect with me. Make sure, I know you're following me, so I'll hit you up right after this live. Usually, I mean, if you want to talk, I'm down, but it is midnight. You probably don't want to talk. If you do, I'm down. But if you need here's what I do, and I'll be very super transparent, dude. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to lay it out for you. Okay. So I I did, because people ask me like, what is it? What questions? What this, what that. So what I did, I put a video together. The short version is about 20 minutes. The longer version is like 29 minutes, like 30 minutes or something. And it tells you all different types of the stuff you can do online. And then it gets into what I do and how I do, the company, the products, that I even tell you how much it is to join. Like I am super transparent. And the reason why I do that is because I'm a real people. Like I said, I'm a business guy. I've been in the mortgages for 19 years. I'm a numbers guy. It has to make sense, right? And I'm just transparent. That's how I appreciate it when people are transparent to me. And I'm just like that with other people. I'll tell you all the stuff that's bad and hard, and I'll tell you all the good and stuff, and not too. But I mean, the reality is this. I'll leave you with this. Thank you for the follow, Jordan. I appreciate you. I'll follow back for sure. The reality is this: the gig economy is for real. When an 8-year-old makes 15 million on TikTok opening toys, I mean, that drives me just. I'll go adopt that kid. 17-year-old makes 21 million, has a private jet and can't even drive. Think about that for a second. She has a private jet, but can't even drive. Think about that. Things have changed. Thank you for the rose. I appreciate you, man. Things have changed. It's just reality, right? So this whole gig economy is for real. And not taking a look, I really truly feel it's a missed opportunity. In a couple of years, we're going to kick ourselves. I know I did. When I got laid off, I didn't have anything. I was like, what the? And then she left, and then the pancreas. Who knew that was going to happen? Right? You never know. You never know. And hey, listen, it's something that I feel like it was my purpose. I'm big on pursuing your purpose, right? Stop following the paycheck, pursue purpose, right? And it's fulfilling, it's challenging, you learn stuff, it's just, it is what it is. So it's cool stuff. So I'll hit you up for sure, Mikey. So, yeah, what I do, I send you that clip, right? When we chat, I'll send you that clip. Watch it, right? When you watch it, you'll have a really good idea of everything, and then you and I can chat, hop on a call, boom, boom, boom. Hey, I got this question. I got this question. Boom, boom, boom. We'll go back and forth, and then we decide. Right now is a really good time. It's the beginning of the year, and we got some promos going. You know how it is. I don't sell promos because you'll learn something very strange about me. I've been in sales for a long time, except that this sales I really suck at for a while. I'll be honest. It's a whole different ball game, right? It wasn't like a slam dunk. If you gave me a package to sell you once and then never see you again, I probably could do it. But this is a relationship. We're building something together, that kind of a thing. So, I sucked in the beginning, right? I sucked in the beginning, but when I give you that clip, you watch the whole thing, you get a really good idea. We hop on a call, go back and forth, and then we decide how we're gonna do it. So, Mikey, I'm so glad I met you, bro. T, I don't know if you're still here. A bunch of new followers. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. By the way, I have no idea what's happening to TikTok. I heard. Sales have you been involved in throughout your career? So, Jordan, I've been in 38 jobs in 10 different industries. I have been in jewelry sales. I used to work at Tiffany's, the jewelry department. I used to work there. Ran 2 bodybuilding stores before. I've done mortgages for 19 years. I've sold cars. I've sold websites, SEO. I've done a bunch of stuff. Sunglasses. I used to manage 4 sunglass stores. A bunch of stuff, man. I've done all kinds of stuff. So I definitely can give you some pointers if you want about sales or life in general. But cell phones, let me think. No, I never sold cell phones. Verizon offered me a couple of jobs a couple times. I never liked, and one of them was at a kiosk in Costco, and I've never been that guy to stand somewhere and just like, no, just not my thing. And cold calling, oh man, dude, I used to. I know some of you won't even believe this, okay? But I used to cold call, and I stutter, okay? I used to cold. I'm not kidding when I tell you this, okay? I used to cold call 400 calls a day when I started in loans and mortgages, and I stuttered. And I was sweating, and I would just get cussed out on the phone. People would cuss me out. Oh, you don't even know your name. Oh, you don't know what company you're working on. All kinds of stuff, like literally brutal. One guy made me cry. Literally, I had to take a break and go downstairs and cry and come back. So yeah, a couple hundred. So you might have been in the insurance and mortgage industry or something like that. But you know that dialer, when you set it off and you're working 12 hours, that thing just goes. You know how it is. You walked out. That's so freaking funny. I've done that a couple times. I'm like, I'm done with this thing. I worked for a telecommunication. Oh yeah. And then you had an anxiety attack. That's hilarious. Yeah, you wouldn't do too good in loans and mortgages in my shop. I'd make you make 100 calls a day. That's funny. Yeah, the good old, not the good old days, but it was brutal days, man. You had to at one point when like 2008, 2007, 2008, there was a time we would load up 1,000 phone numbers per agent on the dialer. Oh, and 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 they would just go wild with it, as much as they could do. So I don't miss those days at all. Like I was younger. I'm 52. I cannot be doing 400 calls a day. I'd go nuts. I'd go crazy. Are you kidding? I can't make 50 calls a day. When I think back, I used to sit at that cubicle, like suited and booted, like suit and tie, and just like to the, you know, and sit there 12, 14 hours, make calls. Sometimes I question myself. I'm like, did I really do that? It's crazy. I used to be at my cubicle literally at 5:55 a.m. I had bought breakfast for the two girls downstairs who transferred the live calls, right? So I would have bought them breakfast already, which means I picked up their breakfast like at 5:30, got to the office, dropped it off, and went upstairs. 5:55, I'm ready to go with a big monster. I remember, right, which I don't drink. I haven't drank for years. Monster and a huge cup of black and just cup of house coffee, right? So yeah, totally. Presidents, yeah. I remember that day in the office. We were dialing like crazy. I totally remember that office. The Obama election. Mikey, that's awesome. So still drinking monster. That's funny. Yeah. You know what's funny though? I'll be honest with you. I know this is horrible to say, but I really like to taste the monster, like over everything else, right? Um, like Red Bull. There's so many different brands now, but I just really like the taste of monster. I mean, get those big ones, and it would just get me going for yeah, it would get me going like for all day, and then a cup of coffee in the morning and then one in the afternoon, you know, and they keep the office cold. You guys know, right? They could, so you don't fall asleep, and you're just right. And I was known to when I get on a phone call, I would just walk around. I was not ever at my desk unless I was dialing, so I was just walking around so I don't fall asleep. But what flavor? Just the regular flavor. I think it's just the green. Does it have flavors now? That's how long it's been since I've had a monster. I don't even know like what energy drinks are out there. Um, I do take one thing that I freaking love. Like I love this product. Like I cannot speak enough about this product. I'm looking at it straight. It's a pill and it's called Uplift, and I take two of these a day. It's a done. You don't feel any jittery. You don't feel like you drank coffee or monster, anything. You just feel it's so hard for me to explain. The best way I can explain it is when I don't take the pill. Like when I don't take it, and it's all botanical, plant based. I'm very careful, right? I actually you can get it from me. We'll talk about the products. That's one of the products. But I take it. I mean, dude, this thing is just I don't know what to tell. I mean, I swear by this thing. Like ever since it came out, we released it. I think they released it about a year ago, maybe a little over a year ago, maybe not maybe a year ago. I think it's been a year. I've never missed a day. Well, no, that's not true. I've missed a few days, but I've never missed not having it. Like I've had it, maybe I missed a couple of days here and there, but I totally feel it when I don't take it. So that's one thing I take. I do. We also have a coffee creamer, which I'm like in love with, so I take that. You know, and yeah, and with the video that no, nothing jittery at all. Like you literally feel no jitters. It's not going to keep you up at night, not at all. You know, um, not going to be okay. Yeah, man. I know it's late. We'll talk tomorrow. Just send me a text so I have your phone number, and then tomorrow we'll chat. You know, tomorrow we'll chat. But yeah, so yeah, definitely. Man, this was a crazy live. I never thought I would be just getting into this conversation with you guys. And we got people from Facebook and everywhere on still. It's just kind of cool. Oh, this is what I was going to leave you with. Okay. I don't know what's going on with TikTok. I've heard in US it's going to get banned on the 18th or 19th, something like that. And then I heard a US company is actually going to buy TikTok. And then I heard the TikTok CEO say, "Oh no. I'm not selling. I'm taking this thing to Supreme Court." Then I heard President Trump say he's got a warrant. I don't know what's going to happen. All I know is that if you like my content, would like to stay connected with me, follow me on other channels. TikTok has been kind of weird. It's been muting my own lives, muting my skits. So it's been kind of weird. But I'd recommend you follow me. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, X, Threads, LinkedIn. I go with Side Gig Sean. LinkedIn, yes, it's Side Gig Sean. Everywhere I go, it's Side Gig Sean. So, and yeah, I'm so glad I met some of you guys on TikTok and other platforms tonight. New followers. I'm really excited to getting to know you guys. I really am. I didn't even think I was talking for an hour and 12 minutes, but it was just like, it's so cool. Um, I predicted we'll be down for some time, but come back. Yeah, it may be, but I've gained a few really good friends through TikTok. On Kitty, you're one of them. I've gained a few like really good friends through TikTok, which is kind of neat. I never thought, but hey, never thought, right? We'll get redirected, not restricted. Mikey, I really appreciate you, what you do out there. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the new followers. I'll be sure to follow you back. And with that, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. Tomorrow, I'm going to do the 3 types of income, and I'll post a flyer like I did tonight so that you see the time. And I have a section tomorrow on Thursdays. I have a section called Thursdays with Sean where I bring in a guest and I have a conversation with them in an interview style. My guest for tomorrow night had to reschedule today, and so I don't have a guest yet for tomorrow night. If I'm not able to find a guest in this such a short notice, she was so apologetic too. But if I can't find anybody this close, then I will do the 3 types of income, and we'll continue with Thursdays with Sean the following Thursday. With that, hopefully, what is your strongest platform? I would say, what time will we be on tomorrow? You know what, Jordan? That's a good question. I would say it would probably be, because I have 5 to 7. I have that. It would if I do the Thursdays with Sean, it'll be 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, so 9 Eastern, right? If we do the Thursdays with Sean. If not, I do have it would probably be about 8:30 Pacific Standard Time, 11:30 Eastern. But if you follow me Jordan, if you follow me, I post a flyer that kind of gives you the title and the time I'm going to go. And what I do, I forward that flyer to a bunch of people that want to be on. So I'll keep you in mind and I'll forward you that so you can. It's you. I usually post that flyer half hour before I go live. So I give you a half hour. So hopefully that helps out. My first customer. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I'm free at 9. Okay, that's perfect. Yeah, I'll make sure we'll connect tomorrow. And then if you feel like this is worthy of sharing, okay. Now TikTok won't allow me to post this because it's hour 15 minutes, so I do have to cut it off. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. I love it. So what I'll do, I'll split this and post it as 2 parts in TikTok because I do upload these and I think this is a great one. So, and here's my tagline at the end. My name is Sean Azimi. I go with Side Gig Sean. What I do is simple. I help folks with a job to start an online side gig and help them grow it using social media. And I do that myself. So with that, if that's you, drop the word me in the comments. I'll get back with you after this live. With that, I am signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love. Thank you, Mikey. I appreciate you. Have a great night too, bro.